Hey, Craig.
Let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Hey, Mr. Jason.
It's a coffee talk.
I don't have a monster. I actually have a coffee.
Well, that's good. Now your heart will not explode.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's been exploding on a daily basis.
Always, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the fun of the roller coaster.
It is. It really is. I think you had a really good thing to talk about for this coffee talk.
A coffee talk. Yeah. So, we talk to a lot of super awesome agents and a lot of successful business owners.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I talk to other agents that want to know what are the secrets, and I did too. I want to know what's the secrets. But I think, one of the secrets is that they all have a system. Like everything is systematized. There's always SOPs, right? The standard operating procedures. There's always SOPs.
Yeah.
SOPy.
Yeah.
Or are you thinking the same like
Never
my kid's diaper? Oh.
Yeah.
Because they always are lazy on the changing. But yeah, there's always there's always systems, right? There's no guesswork. There's no, I need to find the next. We were just talking to some agents about that. Like agents are always looking for the next sales rock star, right? But you really need to have that system in place where you can plug in anybody and they can rise to that level. It's the systems, and all the systems together create the machine, and the machine is our business. So we always talk about creating that machine. And when you have that machine and all those systems, you can tune each little part and really start dialing it in and getting it stronger and stronger and better.
Yeah. Well, you're not dealing with a trillion different variables all at the same time and wondering why nothing works and then jumping to some other way to do it. We talk about it all the time, even down to the sales process. Why in this business does every single quote end up being done a different way? Right?
Right.
You have to have some kind of framework, because if you don't, then there's no way to troubleshoot when it's not working.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So for Jason's juxtaposition, jiving, jamming, and
Janglin.
Janglin in the jalopy.
Ooh.
Jason's jalopy.
Well, I mean, and a lot of people say, well, how? What do you even mean? What are these? It's literally as easy as sitting down and taking out a piece of paper. Do you know what that is? For you millennials, it comes from a tree. They kind of flatten a piece of a tree, and it's very thin, and you write on it. And you can just actually write down the steps it takes to do whatever. And it's let's simplify this in that, sometimes I remember back in the days when I was the Google of my agency. Anytime anybody couldn't figure out how to do anything, they come to me and say, hey, how do you do this thing? And I started to realize I was saying how to do X, Y, and Z over and over and over and over again.
Right. Yep.
And this is one of those repetitive. No, this is one of those repetitive things where
repetitive.
It's one of these things that you're repeating that isn't benefiting. Practicing how to ask for the business, practicing different things. That's good to repeat. Those kind of things, but not how do I look up risk management policies. Right. And you can make a video, you can install Loom on your Chrome browser and hey, somebody just asked me a question, answer it on Loom, put it in a folder, and everybody has access to it. Or you can make it that easy.
Right.
Or write it down.
You and I last week held a little event in Tucson called Agencies Ignite.
That was
where we
fun.
had a whole bunch of, it was a blast with some awesome agency owners that wanted to take their business to the next level. And it was, we kind of baited it, and we might be doing a little California action this summer, right?
Oh boy. I want to go to the
right?
beach. Yeah.
But yeah, so it was really cool. Um, we had some frameworks, and we had some of the agency owners write out scripts and process stuff. But it's so funny because you have such incredible minds in the agency and incredible agency owners. And I think the hardest part is getting their information to their agents, right? Like I guarantee you I mean, those agency owners were some of the best that I've talked to. And man, if their sales agents just had their knowledge, they would just be murdering it. And they are doing well. But it's crazy, like listening to them talk and the knowledge that they have and just the power of writing it down so that you can transfer it is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they're crushing it. They're going to be, I think, taking it to a whole new level. And another thing is when you do write down those systems and stuff, you gotta do it fast. It's not about perfecting it because it's about tweaking it over time. Like the script that, we use now is not the first one. It's totally different than the first one that we had.
Sure.
But we took that script and we kept tweaking parts. And I think it's one of those things that it is ongoing. It's a living, breathing thing. And it constantly needs to be revised and tweaked, and you'll have little epiphanies. And I think that goes with all systems and processes in your agency because, I mean, technology is moving on, everything's moving on and evolving. So, but the power of just writing it down because so much as is that man, if you just wrote it down real quickly, put a process together, it's automatically going to be better than what somebody that doesn't have that process. It's already going to be better than that other person.
Right.
So just writing it down, speed's key. Writing it down, getting it started, and then tweaking it as your agency evolves is key.
Yeah.
Create your machine.
Think of there's so many agents we've talked to who get it and understand everything about their agency and how to run that agency, but then they're scared to let go of the reins, and it's because there isn't any way for somebody to know how to do all those things. So if you put that knowledge down, well, then you do have some independence. Then you can leave and you know that the house isn't going to burn down because they have all of the instructions on how to do everything. And that
100%,
because being a business owner is not knowing everything. Being a business owner is being the conductor and being able to provide an infrastructure to the staff and to the employees and potential hires so that they can run the business, right?
Right.
They can operate the business rather, and then you're back conducting. And that's how you
100%.
that's how you grow that thing, because you cannot do it by yourself.
By yourself, no, you can't. And it's like we talked
Mr.
about
Jason.
last week. We all have 8 to 12 hours that we put into it a day, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's finite. So we need to be able to duplicate ourselves so we can really grow.
Yeah. So don't procrastinate so you can duplicate.
Jumping, jiving, Craig.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe that'll be the title.
Create those systems and create your own machine. I mean, that's where the equity is. It's the machine. You can tweak it. You don't have to constantly be answering everyone's questions when you do that. But one good example before we head out is my wife was a Starbucks manager at the age of 19. And she was running one of the busiest stores around here. It made 80,000 a week in gross sales
of coffee.
In this tiny little
cups of coffee.
This tiny little store. But how was she able to do that? She didn't have college education or anything like that. They just had this process manual that was rock solid. Like literally even the way to sweep the floors, was in there. Everything was in there.
Hey, Jason, how do I clean the bathroom?
Right. And I think so how do you do that? Start with the most important. I think the most important thing is the script. If the sales is the lifeblood of our business, most important thing is the script. Get that script down, write it down, and then have it evolve. And then, work your way down a priority list.
That was fun at Agencies Ignite.
That was good.
Doing the Mad Libs. So
Mad
Lib script. So I think that is a great coffee talk, Mr. Jason.
Thanks
for bringing that to the table.
You're welcome, Mr. Craig. And Mr. Craig, if they want to join something that is our texting community, where should they go?
Oh, you know what they should do? They should pick up their cellular telephone and text 520-214-2219. I got it. Yeah. Without any hints. You were waiting for me to botch it, and I didn't.
That's right, Mr. Craig. Yeah. All right. That's a coffee.
That's a coffee talk. We'll see you later, alligator.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to do write 100,000 in premium off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes. It's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live, and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice.
Craig, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it. Nice.